George. This is going to be another Vinyl Finds. Recently, my favorite record store here in town reopened. They were closed for a year and a half. He found a new location. The old location, the foundation was sinking, and then he got hit by a car, which shifted the foundation, and the walls started cracking, and there was a gap in the ceiling, and he started getting leaks, so he had to get out of there really quick. And he's been doing pop-ups. A lot of the records I've bought in the past year were from his pop-up sales, but he finally found a new location, and he gets in really, really awesome stuff. Mostly, I'd say probably the most he gets in is punk. And he has a good little garage and psych section, and then he's got, like, one bin of, it's a pretty small store, but he gets in like one bin of country, one bin of, reggae, one couple bins of classic rock, and then he has these huge $5 bins. There's like 6 different $5 bins that he always puts really good stuff in. So this is all a couple trips from going there. So I'll start with 45s, the Gun Club, Fire of Love and Bad Indian, the Ruby Sessions. This was recorded during the first sessions for the first album. These songs didn't make it on to the second, didn't make it on until Miami, but these are versions recorded during the recording of the Fire of Love album. And I think these are a little better. They're a little rawer. They just have a little more of an energy to them. Especially that version of Bad Indian, I think, is way better than the Miami version. Anyway, yeah, this is really cool. It's on, it almost looks like a bootleg. I don't think it is. It's on this label I've never heard of called Minky. And I can't tell if that guy, he's smoking, but I can't tell if he has a beard or a ski mask on. But yeah, cool 45. Snuff Rock by, oh shoot, what are these guys called? I can never remember. Albertos Huaylas Trios Paranoias. And they're kind of a punksploitation sort of thing. I think it was mostly bar rock sort of guys who put out this single on Stiff in 77. And it's really over the top and kind of goofy. But it's really good. It's 4 songs. Kill, Gobbing on Life, Snuffin' Like That, and Snuffin' in a Babylon. So, fun single. And it came with this weird little sticker decal thing that I can't find any pictures of, but I've been looking for that for a while. This one's really great. This was on, I want to say Killed by Death 6. I could be wrong, though. Exterminators, Microwave Radiation, and the B-side is Occasional Lay, and this is really good. 1978, this is a, or I'm sorry, it was released 1979. It's a 2016 reissue on Death Vault Records, and this is really good. I can't remember where these guys are from, but it's really, really great. Exterminators. And then the last 45 I found is from Total Punk Archives. I think this is something that was supposed to come out in 1981 and never did. Irvin Berlin Jr.'s Got Brain Damage, and this is really good too. And the B-side is Last Time, and this sounds like it could have been on a Killed by Death comp. This is really great. So, Irvin Berlin. So those were all pretty cheap. And then these next couple are from the $5 section. Buddy Holly Lives. I don't talk too much about this. Just Buddy Holly. Sorry. This is kind of all I need. I think That'll Be the Day. Peggy Sue, Every Day, Oh Boy. Rave On. Doesn't Matter Anymore. Doesn't Matter Anymore is a pretty punk sounding song title. And I've always liked this cover. I think that's a cool cover. So this is all I need for Buddy Holly. Also from the $5 section, Robert Gordon with Link Ray. This is 77 on private stock. And I found out about this because Joe Kim, Life Crisis Rants, showed this. I think in it was like records he likes that aren't punk. I want to say something like that. And this is really, really good, especially for $5. It's just really good, great rockabilly. I think my favorite thing on here is the cover of Flying Saucer Rock and Roll, which I think I first heard, from not Flaming Groovies, God, Groovy Ghoulies did a cover of it, that kind of 90s garage band. I don't know who wrote it, but yeah, this is a really, really awesome record. Robert Gordon, Link Ray. And this was the one in the $5 section. I was like, whoa, The Leaves, Hey Joe. 66 on Mira Records. This is a mono copy, which I think is a little bit more valuable than the stereo. But this is, when I've seen a stereo copy, it's been $30-40, and the vinyl's a little rough, but it doesn't skip. It doesn't pop. It's just kind of loud between tracks. But this is one of the reasons I love that record store is, if there's something like this that is even a little beat up, he won't try to get 15 or 20. He'll just put it in the $5 section. So I end up getting really cool stuff. So this was a big, big score. And this album is really good. Obviously, Hey Joe. But I think my favorite on here is either Dr. Stone or Too Many People. But Words is really good. Get Out of My Life, Woman. He Was a Friend of Mine. I think the one that I don't really care for is Girl from the East. It's just a little kind of weak. But yeah, this is a really cool record. I'd like to get their second one. But yeah, The Leaves, Hey Joe. This one I was turned on to by God, I can't remember stuff today. Hyper Viper 1. He didn't show this album, but he showed stuff by Class. I think they're Australian, kind of pogo punk sounding. And he got this in, and I was like, I'm gonna get that. It's really good. Scared to Care, Burnout City, Bebop with Rats, Milkman. Yeah, this is a great album. This came out this year. So, Class, Healthy Alternative. I'm not doing a good job of describing this one, but I'll do a needle drop of this because it's really good. So, yeah, Class. This one I was pretty excited about too. I was excited about all of these. He always had the best stuff. Electric Prunes, Underground. I don't like this as much as the first one. I think it's more consistent, but it maybe doesn't have the highs that the first album does. This is a mono copy, but it is good. I like The Great Banana Hoax, Children of the Rain, Wind Up. Probably my two favorites are, Wind Up Toys, Antique Doll, and Long Day's Flight are probably my favorites. But there's some songs that are really bad. Like It's Not Fair. It kind of seems like a lot of these 60s psyche records, they have to have like almost a ragtime song. The first Electric Prunes album has that too. And the Ride on the Sunset Strip soundtrack has that. But It's Not Fair is really bad. But yeah, cool record. Electric Prunes, Underground. This one was kind of a blind buy. I guess not really. He has a listening station now. And so, he didn't have that before, but now I can go and sample stuff I'm kind of interested in. And I was looking at this, and he said, oh yeah, you might like that, and I went over to the listening station and listened to the first song, and I was sold. It's kind of a artsy, sort of, I don't want to say artsy, quirky, new wavy kind of punk. Maybe a little more on the rocky side, I guess, but it's a French band called Telephone. And the album's called, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this, Cracher ton Venin, I think. But it's got this really weird cover where you pull this out. And that's pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of the song titles, but this is from 79. I guess I'd just call it like a French artsy new wave band. But yeah, Telephone, this is really cool. The U-Men, God, that's a lot of glare. The first U-Men EP, they had some singles out before, but this is their first 12-inch release, 6 songs, and this was really cheap. It's got some wear, but his prices are great. This was $10. So yeah, and it's an original. Green Trumpet, Year and a Day, 10 After 1, Clubs, Fumes is probably my favorite, and Cow Rock. U-Men are kind of, if you don't know them, are kind of, people call them proto-grunge. It's not, I don't think that's accurate. They're kind of, they're very influenced by like the Cramps and the Gun Clubs, but maybe a little more kind of discordant and distorted. I do have this on all these songs on the U-Men box set, but I'm not into different mixes, but it got remixed on that box set, and I kind of just wanted to have this, I guess. So yeah, U-Men, what is this? I can't remember what this is called. I just call it the first U-Men EP. I think it's called Stop Spinning, because it says that all around the border here. But yeah, U-Men, from, I think I said this is from 1985 on Homestead. The Pop, I was really shocked he had this one. And this is an original. I think all these have been originals. Yeah, I mean, the Clash, or the Class record is new. But anyway, the Pop, half of this is kind of Stooges-y, kind of Radio Birdman sounding punk, and then half of it is kind of I don't want to say mediocre, but kind of a more relaxed power pop sound that kind of doesn't really stand up compared to the more rockin' songs. This is on I think an independent label called, let me look at this, Automatic Records, and then they got signed to, I think, Arista, and that record isn't very good. They kind of get real polished and almost Carsy wannabe, and they even look a little Cars wannabe-ish, but this came out 77. Yeah, this is really good, especially this song Animalize. That's great. Nobody's Toy's good. Ad Man, Panic, Leather and Lace. So I'd say half of this is really, really, really good, and half of it's okay, but this is really, the songs that are good are really, really excellent. And it comes with this inner sleeve. It's got pictures, and yeah. And I think, is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. Another original, The Jolt. This is, I think it's on, yeah, it's on Polydor. And they're kind of a mod punk band, kind of, I mean, you know, not as good as The Jam, but I guess doing that thing. But it is really good. Mr. Radio Man is great. No Excuses. I'm Leaving. It's My Time. All I Can Do. I think all these pretty much are originals except for What You Gonna Do About It. I don't know what that's a cover of. But it's got this weird kind of slick laminated cover on the front, and then it's normal on the back, so it shows dings real easily. But yeah, this is really great. Just good, I guess, mod punk. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll do some needle drop. So thanks, bye.